Second round of breeding, pulling cedars on some, retagging others. Some are getting an estromate shot, and so we're just kind of second group, second stage, however you want it. Oh, number 7, he's coming up to wait for her turn to get through the chute. Some are getting better at coming through the facility. Some are almost getting worse before they get better, but they're learning. Well, that went really good. Everybody's already out grazing. I got my extra water. So because we see that we have a heat wave coming, near 100-degree air temperatures, I'm getting extra water out on the pasture here, and we're just gonna, spend a little extra time to keep an eye on, and just, a couple times throughout the day, you go through the herd. Is anybody drooling with their tongue hanging out and their head hanging down, clearly under heat stress? We're getting this field baled. Carin's raking, and she says, hey, you better get out here and start baling, because a thunderstorm could pop up any moment with this kind of heat. You can see the thunderheads building. Looking at the weather app, nothing's supposed to happen here, but it can happen here. So we're gonna spend the day just rake and bale and get this field done, and then we're heading over to the other field and get as much done as we can, just in case some bad weather does come into play. But look at them bricks, man, oh man, them are a solid bale. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to spray lube on the bale fork in between each bale, just to help it get in and out of the bales. Them are some heavy, tight buggers. Holy cow. She's in the 4430, no air conditioning. The heat doesn't bother her that much, and me neither. I remember carrying concrete when it was 103 degrees air temperature, and you're on sand, so it's reflecting the heat, and you're next to an asphalt road. And so her car is right around the corner. She's got lots of water with her. Her car's right around the corner. I told her, I said, boy, you watch yourself today. If you feel at all tired or anything, go sit in your car and turn the air on for a half hour and cool yourself off. But look at that bale. That's a good bale. So we're just going to work together, keep an eye on each other, and get this stuff done. Yeah, this bale, we should get about 60 bales off of this field. These will be all retail hay. We're gonna she can haul these back to the farm later this week and put them in a row, and then I'll get them all wrapped up, and that way they'll be fresh and green when we sell them this winter, and then people will fight over them because they're gonna look so good, and then we get paid hundreds of dollars per bale. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, we're baling. Everything went good with the cows and the chutes, and in a couple days they'll come back. Then we'll take blood tests to pregnancy sample a group of cows, and then the other group will get some injection of semen that day. And so, yeah, that'll be good. It should be a lot cooler that day. In preparing for our own heat wave, so we're already at 100-degree heat index, however that works, whatever. It's surface of the sun hot outside. At least we got a win. So in preparing for our own heat wave, we moved the shelter for the cows, and we brought extra water out there, and it got me thinking about them 25,000 cows out there. And if anybody knows more to the story, please comment below. I guess the only thing I'm going to say is, if you're a consumer, one, there's no poisoning. It's not a conspiracy or anything like that. But understand that cows do not do heat well. They are a big engine that runs hot by nature, and when you have kind of like the perfect storm scenario, you got a massive temperature swing in a short time. You got intense sun, no wind, high temperatures, and they're on hot dirt. Cows cool a lot through their feet. So all them things happened at one time in Nebraska, and a lot of cows died. We could argue on a different day that, you know, if them 25,000 cows were out on 250 small family farms out on grass, 99% of them will probably be alive. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. But we'll have a different argument. We'll have that conversation about the fallacy of corporate ag feeding the world in a different video. In this video, you know, for everybody involved, it's a bad deal, and our hearts, I would say our hearts go out to any of the cattlemen involved that lost cattle. It is not a scenario of neglect. My question is, how fast did the temperature change? And I'd like to give, I'm not going to ask questions. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt that the workers on these farms were doing the best that they could with the circumstances that they had. And I would like to believe that they probably saved a lot of lives, even though 25,000 were lost. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt that the cattlemen saved lives out of that deal. I know that might sound silly, but yeah. So we're bailing. That's enough about that. Like I said, if any of you guys have more information as to what's going on, I would entertain that. So we're baling this field. Last year we ended up with 34 total for the year, and now this year we've got we'll be at 54, 53 off of first cutting on this hay, and we've got good moisture for second crop. And I cut it a little bit taller than normal to allow it for a better cycle. For those of you that are new and following me, the baler, it's a 2946A baler, Massey Ferguson or Heston. On the big Massey, I run it in pedal mode, so this operates my transmission, so I pull it back and I can slow down and come to a stop, and I can go forward, and as I go forward my ground speed increases. And I've got my maximum speed set at 8 miles an hour today, and I only run my PTO or engine I run PTO at 750, not 1,000. Just because you can't travel fast enough at 1,000 engine RPM to really feed it. On other fields or bigger crop, absolutely run it at PTO speed and go from there. I just want to double back and make sure I didn't miss a windrow before I eject this bale. But no, that's nice. I like that. And in a day or two, Carin can come out here and we got to come up with a game plan. I want to wrap these, but I want to give them, since it's dry hay, these are retail bales. This would be auction hay. So I want to give them a day or two to sweat and cure, and then we'll bring them home and wrap them at home. So with the Massey, if Carin unloads with the Massey, she can take two at a time and make a row of 2 bales wide, and I can go down one side and come back the other. And I don't know what I did there. It looks like I don't know what I was doing. I took off before the baler was ready is what I think happened. But yep, I think I got everything. So this bale is just gonna be a little small and lean to the left a little bit, but that's all right. We'll unload him right here and go from there. So let's turn this PTO on, and then we'll wrap it. So he's wrapping, and we're gonna jump out. Oh boy. Next field. Well, it's hot. You know, I've been saying it's hot out. We got the water running there, filling that stock tank again. The nice thing is not one cow has their tongue hanging out, and we got a good breeze, and a few of them are peeing clear, pretty clean urine. So just like you and I, if we're dehydrated, our urine gets darker. So to me, that's a good thing. Everybody looks to be doing okay. So we'll get through this little heat wave just fine, I think. Well, I gotta clean them radiators and coolers out. Holy cow. Look at that hay dust. We'll get the hot pressure washer and give everything a good blasting. That slick, it opens up. So it's down here like normal, and that whole thing just opens up. Give it all a good cleaning, and then we'll get back to work, huh? Well, I'm still plugging away. You can see the storm line building. All I got is just this few acres here. There's a little piece over there, and there's a little piece behind us over there that Carin's raking right now. And by golly, we might finish it. It's 8 o'clock, and the storms got postponed a little bit, thankfully. By golly, we might get this done. 95 acres in a day, but it's slow acres. Long day, but I am so thankful to have Carin having this time off of her work so we can get this done. And bale full, rev her up. Otherwise, if I was by myself, I'd still be trying to cut hay down. This would be a disaster, but no, it's going good. This is how farming should be, working together. Yeah. And there we go. It is 10 o'clock. There's 92 bales on the ground, 1 in the chamber, and I am done. These have to be the 2 worst fields we have by a large margin. Oh, just ridiculous. 6 miles an hour trying to bale hay, trying to beat the rain. It might go north of us. It's already thundering or lightning up there. But yeah, these fields, I gotta talk to these landlords. The one landlord, there ain't nothing we can do about it. So I might try some stuff on that ground for crop experiments, and maybe we just don't keep it. But this ground here, she seems like she's willing to work with us a little bit. If she'd let us moldboard this farm under, smooth it, ditch it, reseed it, then you'd have a heck of a nice field out here. But yeah, oh well. Well, that was a heck of a day. Got cattle, and then kind of checked the cattle a couple times during the day for heat stress, and then we got 90 some acres of hay done. So nice. All right, guys, thanks for joining me.